before we get into the ride, here's a little bit of an update for you guys on the bikes and me. So in the video where I went down to the desert, talked about my collarbone, it is in fact broken, as you can see. Swelling has gone down, so that's a good thing. Good news, don't need surgery, just gotta wait for it to heal up pretty much, and we should be good to ride, well, off-road at least. And in a couple of weeks, by the time you're seeing this, it'll probably be about a week and a half, but definitely need to get some better gear to prevent things from happening like this again. But as you can see, we can still ride street. Now, onto the bikes. KLX450, unfortunately, is now for sale. Definitely want to sell this thing. The 450 on my channel, I guess, really isn't the channel's forte, have you? I would like to keep the bike, but a $10,000 bike is kind of a lot to have laying around, especially when you have two other bikes with the KLX450 build, which we have an update for, and then 300. So unfortunately, the bike is for sale, but it's not like we won't have a 450 on the channel, because we will have a KLX450 on the channel. Speaking of KLX450s, I did find a 2008 KLX450R for sale, and I keep on going back to it looking like I need the bike, but you guys are here to convince me that I don't need the bike, because we already have a KLX450 build going, but it would be a cool bike. Anyways, KLX300. We have a build plan for this now. I will make a separate video for that, but we're going to give this bike the attention it deserves and turn it into a bike that will absolutely shred the trails and the street as well. The modifications that we're going to make for the trails are also going to help it on the street. You guys will have to wait and see that video, but we do have some plans in store for the bike. Since I won't have a race bike anymore, we are going to need a bike that is race worthy, or a bike that is ready for the gnarly stuff. Now, as you can see, here is the KLX450 build. Last video we talked about flipping the shock around so we can go ahead and get the throttle body to work on this side, because you cannot turn it, you can't flip the boot. You flip the boot itself is flat. The cylinder head itself is actually angled that way, so you can't turn the boot and get it to face that way. You'd have to machine a plate or something, which probably isn't the best scenario, because I'd have to get it mounted up, but then there'd be some left and right play because I wouldn't have the spacers made up. So we tried to flip this shock around like we spoke about, and the reservoir, since it is angled this way, it hits this cross support. We already cut out this cross support, as you can see, but this one is not a cross support that you want to cut out. A couple options to get the 450 throttle body where we need it. We could get a spacer that's machined to turn the throttle body that way, but again, that is not the most feasible option. And the other option my friend came up with, looking at the 450 over here, as you can see, the reservoir on the 450 is already on the right side, and the reservoir sticks straight out. So my friend's idea is to get a KX450 shock and go ahead and put it on the KLX450 build. So I already found a shock. I just need to take measurements, eye to eye length, and I'm pretty sure this reservoir would work, because if you look, it sticks straight out and goes back. Here's the shock right here. If it were to stick straight out and back, it'd be sitting somewhere around here, and our new air duct for the throttle body would be coming through here, so we would have room over there. KLX300, stay tuned for the build plan video, because we're going to talk a lot about the ideas for the bike. Going to ask for your guys' input, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But now, back to the ride. Kid is like, what in tarnation is that? And she's screaming! Yeah, I've missed the Braps. The big thunderous barker is back, and we're on the 300. Ah yes, we are back on the 300, and she is as peppy as ever. If that doesn't catch your attention, I don't know what will. It is pretty hot though, I will say that. It's a little toasty in this jacket. Let's go mess around the good old Toys R Us lot real quick. Nothing super crazy since my collarbone is still pretty broken. Ooh, Spirit of Halloween. Nice. Halloween already? It's still August. What are we doing? Alright, we're back on the KLX. And like I said in the beginning of this video, hopefully within a couple weeks, my collarbone will be all sealed up for the most part, so I can ride off-road. But I'm also selling the 450, which means I need some sort of race bike-ish type thing. I did find a KLX450R, which would be pretty cool on the channel. Let's just get every type of KLX there is known to man and put it on this channel. Fellow biker man, what's up? I know the KLX can take that Gixxer. Just watch. And we got him! We got him! Let's go! He was trying, right? I think he was trying. What a backfire! Anyways, KLX300, I have a vision for this bike now, and it's going to make it really great off-road and on-road too. We have some parts ordered. Like I said, I will be making a separate video about the build. Ooh, clutchless downshifts. But things like weight reduction, suspension, power, you know, the basic things to make a bike all the better. Oh yeah, speaking about power and power commanders, DynoJet now has the fuel controller available in the US for the 300. Same thing as the fuel controller that I have. They changed the model number just a little bit. Idiots. Idiots, I tell ya. Did you wake up this morning and just not know where you're going today or what? But DynoJet now has Power Commander fuel controller, which is still not what we need. When the 300 originally came out, I offered them a bike and to develop a Power Commander 5. And they said that they already had a bike and they were going to develop it. They said that they had one for the 300R, which should be pretty similar, which it isn't, by the way. But they said they were going to develop a Power Commander 5, and guess what? They didn't. So here we are, back to square one, with no solution for ignition tuning. Man, these clutchless downshifts are crispy. If this man is not turning right, guess what? I am. It'd be nice if a company would just, you know, start flashing ECUs, or maybe Vortex ECU creates an ECU for the 300. Looks like I'm gonna have to send the bike up to the tuner to see if they can figure anything out. Make some changes, put it on the dyno, make some more changes, put it on the dyno, see if any of that works. But let's do some other mods first before we do that, because power isn't necessarily lacking, but at the end of the day it would be nice to have a little bit more. Man, is it hot. But I guess I'd rather be hot than road rashed up with some broken bones. Hey look, a new speed sign. High score. Nice. Alright, let's go ahead into a little bit of the twisties, some higher speed action. See, now last time I got sideways, we ended up on the ground. So let's be a little careful here. Whoa, ow. That kind of hurt my collarbone. Man, got a little death grip going on the bars now. That's okay, baby steps. Recover first, then we send. Alright, into the twisties. For you guys on the KLX300. Make sure you guys stay tuned for what we have planned with the bike. So if you enjoyed the video or you're looking forward to some more KLX action, be sure to drop a thumbs up. Also, leave a comment down below on the idea of a KLX450R. Any ideas you have for the KLX300 here, and any ideas to help with the issues of the KLX450 swap build. Looks like I'm just going to have to get a rear shock. But that's all I got for today. If you're into motorsports, you're in the right place. With all that being said, join the club, and I'll see you in the next one.